This is just a brief tutorial to give you an overview of the homework help table. We've chosen as an example our section in 4D on loan payments, credit cards, and mortgages. And each time we start with a set of paragraphs to refresh your memory about why we're giving you these tools as a way to help you with your homework. And we're wanting to remind you here that in the first column we have the actual homework problems for that section, and followed up with textbook examples. So for example, I'm going to be focusing on problems 1 through 4. So if I needed to get a little bit of an overview of how to tackle that type of problem, we've pointed you in the very direction you need to go. So I'm going to take a look at example 1 in the text right now. And I've got that in a form right here that is very similar to what's in your book. And so don't forget the importance of having your textbook open, taking a good hard look at the examples, and realizing that they also give you reminders about where the exercises are in the textbook that pertain to that type of example. So it's a great help to read through those slowly at first. And then we also remind you that you've got those same types of problems in the back of the section in the textbook. So loan payments is our theme right here, for example, and this set of numbers is to remind you that it's problems 15 through 24. And so if you were to go down the several pages to the end of the section in the text, let me get you down to the homework, you'll see what I mean. So the homework begins right here, and when you get to that particular section, you'll notice that you have that same kind of theme on loan payments here. And of course the answers to the odds are in the back, so you've got opportunities to practice that way as well to see if you know how to do the material. But what we also have in these last 2 columns will be at times some video links that will give you some lecture instruction. And then what we're especially excited about is that we have interactmath.com, which is a free website offered by your textbook company, Pearson.com. And so we've specifically found exercise 19 to be very helpful in leading you to these homework problems. So before I click here into homework 1 through 4, I'm going to go to interactmath.com, and you'll notice that we set it up to open into a fresh tab, so that way you can bounce back and forth. And so the main purpose of this tutorial right now is to just instruct you on how to get into the actual practice problems. So you want to hit the enter button right off the bat, and then it'll take you to a pull-down menu. Now if your book doesn't show up at first, then all you have to do is scroll down the menu, and we're specifically looking for the Bennett book because Jeff Bennett is one of the 2 authors, and so I'm looking at Bennett, Using and Understand Mathematics, and I want to get the latest edition there, 6E. And so that should match your textbook, and we're going to hit submit. And once we do that, you'll want to choose the correct chapter. And of course we're into chapter 4 right now is our representative example, and then you have your different sections. And so I'm just going to click right here into section D for loan payments, and there are the exercises, and those correspond exactly to the same type of problems with those very numbers in your textbook. So in particular we want to look at exercise 19. And when you do that, you get 2 features that are pretty nice to have. You've got help me solve this, so you can be right in the middle of a problem and ask for some coaching, or you've got view an example. If you click on view an example, it's going to take you to a different problem, different inputs, and walk you through how to do it. It's important to remember though that if you do start to type in numbers here to see if you're correct or not, just remember that that is not where your homework is actually residing. It'll give you a score, but that score can't be saved permanently. It's only meant to make sure that you know how to do the problem. So when you're ready to actually do your homework, you come back to this iLearn screen right here and click on the homework problem, and then we get everything generated here for you after we hit the start button. So we've got infinite tries leading up to your homework deadline, and when you hit start, then you get your fresh homework problem right there. And if things don't go so well the first time, don't forget you can keep trying and resubmitting. And after you hit the submit button, of course, it'll save your answers and give you a score. So hopefully that was helpful. Remember, you can use the back arrow to get back after you're done each time. Don't forget to submit though once you feel like you have correct answers. So experiment with it, and we hope that you'll take advantage of those helps both in interactmath.com as well as within the textbook itself. So good luck to you on your homework, and remember this last important slogan: practice does make perfect, and that's what it will take for you to gain the confidence you need. Thanks for taking the time to watch this tutorial.